Hi, this is Aisha for VETT222. I'm doing task 8, or the modified knots heartworm test. First, we're going to put on our goggles. We're going to take an empty vial. Technically, you should be using a 15 ml centrifuge tube, 10 mils of the 10% formalin, which we have here, and a ml of an anticoagulated blood. And so we would do an EDTA blood, but a ml of that. We don't have 15 ml centrifuge tubes. We only have 5 ml centrifuge tubes. So I've cut down the math so that it's equal for a 5 ml syringe. So instead, we will be using 3.3 mils of formalin and 0.3 mils of an EDTA, or anticoagulated blood. So first we're going to put the formalin in the tube. Definitely make sure that you're wearing gloves for this, because formalin is definitely dangerous and very absorbable to the skin. It can cause cancer and reproductive issues. So here's 3 mils and then 0.3. Okay, now we are going to close the lid on that, and then we are going to take our 1 ml syringe and get 0.3 mils of blood. So we'll go ahead and actually close this tube, and then we're going to mix this up thoroughly so that it's completely mixed up. Now we'll go ahead and put this into our centrifuge. We're going to centrifuge it at anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500 RPM. I'm doing that in between, so about 1250. I've already got our tube in here with an equal amount of fluid to balance, and we will be centrifuging that for 5 minutes.
He is the most drastic.
Okay, so our sample has finished spinning down. As you can see, there's a pellet of blood at the bottom. We're going to decate the supernet. Okay, and then we're going to add 1 drop of new methylene blue stain. Just 1. We're going to take a pipette and we're going to mix it up. Okay, and now we have that all mixed. I'm going to put 1 drop on a slide and put a cover slip on top. So we're going to do our slide. Okay. And we're going to grab a cover slip and go ahead and lightly put that down. So there's our slide. And now we're going to look at it in the microscope. Okay, so now we're going to look at our slide and see if there's any heartworms present. The difference between the modified knots and a regular direct is going to be the fact that the formalin causes the worms to not be alive anymore. So you're looking at sedentary worms. I'm starting off my look on the 4X. So far I'm not seeing anything that is obvious. she also ran on
2-week vacation. She'll be back Monday, but then she'll
Apply.
be September. For good. I don't want to talk about
Right.
Okay, I'm not seing anything on the 4X. We'll move to the
O2 saturation
10X.
a little bit better outside of O2, so I'm going to off. He is sitting up sternly today, but he's still not eating. But you know, the day before he was a little brighter than he was yesterday, and then so I think he's kind of still waxing and waning as far as that goes. So, we of course we don't do his blood work until 1, so we're not going to know what his blood work is saying until then. But as of right now, he's still doing about the same thing.
right up here.
If you were to flip it, that's what it looks like.
While we're looking on the 10X,
Yeah, but that's
we'll discuss the kind of worms that we may see. What we're trying to look for is the Dirofilaria. So that is heartworm. They are the bigger of the 2 worms that we may see. They're straight, they're the bigger of the 2, and they just kind of wiggle around. They don't have any direction that they're necessarily moving in. They're very straight. Even their...
This one don't ever figure out what's wrong with it.
And the heads are very straight as well.
Oh no.
The other worm that we may see is Diphthylonema. That worm is not heartworms. It's one that the patient can get not from mosquitoes, but from fleas, and they are asymptomatic, so they're not really treatable. We don't do anything about it. They have hook-like shaped bodies, blunt heads, kind of like a nail, and they're shorter. They do have a direction. They tend to move forward when they're moving around, unlike the undulated movement of the Dirofilaria. But even on the 10X, I am still not seeing anything. I will look on the 40X, but it is unlikely that I will find a specimen in this particular sample, which is good, seeing as how this patient is on heartworm prevention. So let's go ahead and look at the 40X just to make sure. So far as before, I'm not seeing any signs of any type of worm. So that means this patient has no heartworms.